How did your hamster die? Because apparently, these things die from the weirdest stuff. Not me, but my daughter's. She came home excited one day and threw her bedroom door open abruptly, and she looked over and saw her little dude twitch and die. Scared it to death, I guess. Poor little dude. Oh damn, that's sad lol. I do think they can die of fright. I came downstairs one morning, and there in the middle of our family room was our hamster, dead, belly up, not a mark on him. Arrayed in a circle around him were our 4 cats, sitting on their bellies, facing the dead hamster. I legit felt like I had walked in on some bizarre feline satanic ritual. I just got back from the store with my brand new hamster when I was 11 or 12 years old, named him Rocket. I had him out of his cage, and he was running around happy as can be. He ran over to the dog I had at the time, who was lying on the floor. My dog wasn't too concerned with him, but gave him a lick right across the back. Just a gentle little lick. The hamster fell over right there and had a heart attack. Had the son of a bitch for 30 minutes. Rip Rocket. A fast life. Lived up to his name, Rip Rocket. I had 2, the dad lost it and ate all of the babies and mom during labor. He later escaped and was never seen again. My kids won't own hamsters. Edit, my dad did not eat the hamsters. Hamster's dad did. Hilariously bad grammar. Hamster 1 wasn't even ours. The child brought it in for a classroom pet, parents didn't even pay for anything the entire year, and then they screwed off to Africa, so we couldn't give it back. One of the middle sisters put it in a small plastic ball and let it run outside. It got sucked in the mud. And was left out there. For hours. In 90-degree weather. Hamster 2 was bought to replace it. And it got out. We searched everywhere but assumed it was probably dead somewhere. Oh, it was dead all right. Behind the TV. It had chewed on the wires and electrocuted itself. Shocking. Not a hamster, but a gerbil. We, my sister and I, were playing with them, and one decided this was his chance to make his run for freedom. Unfortunately, his run for freedom took him directly up my dad's pant leg. Obviously, this was somewhat disturbing to my father. Luckily, my father, with my mother's help, successfully removed said gerbil from my father's pants, but not before the gerbil panicked and took a bite out of my father's inner thigh. Edit, said gerbil died about 3 months later because it somehow snuck out of the gerbil enclosure and may have been accidentally stepped on. Don't worry though, the gerbil never made it any further, nor encroached upon the family jewels as was evident after the birth of 3 more siblings. My hamster used to climb to the top of its water bottle and push on the top of its cage lid. One night I apparently didn't close the lid enough. In the middle of the night I was awoken from a dead sleep by a loud popping sound. A few seconds later I smelled burning hair. My little fuzzball had escaped and had chewed through the electrical cord of a floor lamp. Too much sex also due to my negligence. I had a pair male and female, was so happy when I bought them, then I found out they can mate. I was young and naive. I was intrigued. Wow, soon I had 8 hamsters in total. Turns out the first male I had was very territorial, so he fought with the other males and I had to separate them, so it's just 1 male to 5 females and they had a massive orgy. From 8 hamsters to 33. After few months I hadn't seen the male anywhere around the cage. That's when I started clearing and separating cause it was getting out of hand and my parents was pissed. I soon found out the lone male had died all shriveled up in one corner of the cage. Worked in a pet store. We had a shipment of 30 Roborovsky dwarfs come in one day. Day after day we found half-eaten carcasses. The bloody buggers were cannibals. Somehow the numbers didn't tally as there seemed to be a missing fellow. We found the missing guy a week later covered in oil. Guy put up a real fight chewing at my gloves. Cleaned him up and put him back with the others. Big mistake. There weren't any Roborovskys soon after.